disability rights to outreach and voter education efforts for a broad range of groups, particularly historically underrepresented groups.
The discussion will also include 2 state-level election officials from Georgia and Colorado. The event can shed light on the state of voter access in California and hopes to discuss the possible impacts of the constantly evolving voting methods today.
But what we're talking about here is, people's access learn how and why it's important to vote. The why is really key. And instead, young people turn 18 and we expect them to magically both know how to vote and want to vote and feel it matters. The world.
This year's election is coming up soon on Tuesday, November 8th. You can learn more about voter registration and voting on campus at voteusc.com. For Annenberg Media, I'm Nora Miller.
A Los Angeles youth soccer club held a meeting that turned out to be Rick Caruso's promotion event. Parents were confused, and you might be too. An honest mistake or a deceitful plan? Who knows? Tyler Pack and Matthew Sy have the story.
On Monday, Los Angeles Unified Football Academy parents attended what could be mistaken though the LAUFA and Caruso had deceived them with a covert campaign event. Here's the first tweet in his Twitter thread from Monday.
Wow, y'all, my kid's soccer club called a meeting. It turns out we were being used for a Rick Caruso campaign event. None of the parents knew. Many took time off work for this. When you see these pics,
However, things were not as they seemed. Rocky Delgadillo, the president, issued the following statement today.
we at the Los Angeles Unified Football Academy take pride in the full development of all our youth soccer players and encourage community and civic engagement. This was an informational event. This was optional, and we would do the same for any candidate. Sigh.
There it is. Check it out. Move.
I'm Hannah Boal-Hodge. We're glad you're with us for From Where We Are.
And I'm Quinn White. It's 8 minutes past the hour. Coming up, the Los Angeles Lakers have their preseason opener at the Crypto.com Arena against the Sacramento Kings. And
Taco Day.
woo!
With us.
just wanna shoot. Now I'm coming at your neck, sick of hearing something wrong with me. Motherfucker, something wrong with you.
Today, they have a popular $3 taco special.
We already got like 600 tacos out for companies around like the area. We got an order from Grubhub over 400 tacos. The most popular tacos that we have right now that are really hitting the market for us, it's the shrimp. Braised beef and also the crispy taco for the vegetarian, people out there, and vegan people. We also have different options.
Just like there are different people, there are different ways to celebrate the
My name is Donald Dillon. I've been coming to Bill's Tacos for over served our community well. And without Bill's Taco here, I don't know what we would do.
For restaurant owner Eva Wong, tacos aren't just for one day. They're for all of life's days.
Before, I just had a sandwich shop. Oh, this one, I like this one. When I someone go to the taco house like that one.
For Annenberg Radio News, I'm Maya Mari Bennett.
LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, the infamous trio here to save Los Angeles. The NBA season is right around the corner, and the Los Angeles Lakers are back for yet again another chance to win an NBA championship.
Last season, the Los Angeles Lakers disappointed their fans, being eliminated in the play-in tournament. The Los Angeles Lakers spent the offseason rebuilding their team in hopes of a better season than last. Part of that effort was hiring a new head coach, Darvin Ham, for the team in hopes to execute changes needed to be potential championship contenders. The Lakers struggled last season defensively. This offseason, they added new players such as Patrick Beverley and re-signed players such as Dennis Schroeder to strengthen their defensive depth. Kendrick Nunn is a returning player for the Lakers who will also help on the defensive end of the ball. Going into this upcoming season, health is a concern in the success for the Los Angeles Lakers. Maintaining a healthy team will benefit the Lakers' winning record. Due to injury, their superstar duo in LeBron James and Anthony Davis missed multiple games in the previous season. LeBron only played 56 games and Anthony Davis only played 40 games out of the 82 regular season games. Lucas Lanz-Gazelles, a Lakers fan from Germany, says,
Yeah, I think health is probably the most important thing, especially with Anthony Davis, because he was often injured. And the last season, I think James, Westbrook, and Davis only played 21 games and together. And I think if they can stay healthy, then it will be better than last year.
With the new additions to the team roster, chemistry is a major factor in the new construction of this team. Having multiple dominant players like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook, who are known facilitators, seeing how the players share the ball will depict if the team's chemistry will hinder their ability to win.
That's going to be hard. I think that what might work better is if LeBron takes more of a off-ball approach and just tries to figure out ways to get less touches, but maybe be a more facilitator, maybe possibly taking point guard. I know that's not something you should do with someone like him, but he's getting old.
Says Cameron Cole, a senior studying computer science and business at USC. As stated previously, the trio has only played 21 games together, winning only 11. Hopefully, unlike last season's 41 changes in the starting lineup, this season brings more stability. The Lakers' offseason brought many adjustments to their roster, but fans still believe the Lakers' competition may be too much of a challenge for them to go far this season. We'll just have to wait and see how the Los Angeles Lakers perform when their regular season starts October 18th. For Annenberg Media, I'm Nia Harris.
This week marks Green Week here at USC, a time where campus organizations have been taking extra steps to address the impacts of climate change. As part of an effort to reduce waste and promote sustainability, USC is partnering with the Jubilee Vegan Cafe, which is sponsored by the Progressive Christians of USC, Vegans of LA, and the USC Office of Religious and Spiritual Life.
On Tuesdays from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., the Jubilee offers free vegan meals to students on a first-come, first-served basis. Today, we are joined by Tracy Evans, who works with the Jubilee Vegan Cafe. Tracy, thanks for joining us.
I'm happy to be here.
So, Tracy, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind Jubilee Cafe?
Yeah, so it all started with Pastor Frank when we were just United University Church. And there was no source for vegan and vegetarians to go out and find food for them if they weren't accommodated. So they started Good Karma Cafe, and it took off. They did it in the basement, and everybody came for a free meal. Oh, awesome. And yeah, that's how it started.
So before the show, we were talking about how we think it's really great how you guys are making vegan food accessible to students, especially because like we were saying and how we were chatting about, a lot of times like these foods are really expensive or hard to come by. Exactly. So is that something that you guys were considering when you were first developing the cafe?
So I wasn't there in the beginning of the cafe, but the whole idea, is to create a wholesome meal that is affordable and sustainable, and the price of those natural ingredients are really high. So yeah, of course, that was like something we had to come into play with making a recipe.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And so I wasn't able to make it out today, but I did see a picture of the banh mi's, and they looked so good.
Even just to be in there and building up the sandwiches, it smells so good.
I'm sure. So I'm wondering, how do you guys come up with the menu? Are there any like influences, inspirations you turn to?
So, I'm kind of lucky. I work besides with my mom. I get my inspiration from her. Oh. So I kind of followed in her footsteps, and she's a hardworking mom, and she was two-parent. She was my, So following behind her footsteps, I'm kind of lucky. I get to work with her, and
Awesome. And I was curious. Sorry to put you on the spot, but if you could, pitch a meal idea, recipe right now, what do you kind of want to see coming up in the next few weeks served to students?
Well, we have Thanksgiving around the corner.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so to be honest, I've been working on that menu because I'm like, everything has to go into detail. So that's a big menu. So yeah, look forward for Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
So how does vegan food tie into the themes of sustainability in Green Week?
A lot. Was going back to, let's say, if cattle, it takes 1,800 gallons of water to produce for the cows or whatever, and just soybean, it takes 203 gallons of water. So the sustainability there is very good compared to just the 1,800 gallons it takes for the cattle.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Tracy.
Thank you.
USC is continuing its Green Week activities throughout the rest of the week, and you can visit the Jubilee Vegan Cafe to pick up your own free vegan meal each Tuesday from 12 to 1 p.m. at the USC Office of Religious and Spiritual Life.
I know we'll be there. And that's all we have time for today on From Where We Are. Spencer Klein and Valeria Diaz produced today's show, and we also got help from Mallory Cara.
Spencer Grubo is our technical operator, and Derek Renfro composed our theme music.
We are also streaming live on YouTube at Annenberg Radio News. Subscribe to From Where We Are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And finally, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at Annenberg Radio. I'm Quinn White.
And I'm Hannah Boal-Hodge. For all of us at Annenberg Radio, wherever you are, we hope you'll join us again for From Where We Are.